Pokemon card set Scarlet and Violet 151 was an absolute massive success. It brought back tons of old fans who loved opening Pokemon cards when they were younger, and 151 absolutely nailed that nostalgic hit for them. And newer fans of Pokemon cards also loved that because of how incredible the artwork was and how fun the set was to open. A year and a half later, and this set is still arguably the most desirable set in all of Scarlet and Violet. Today, we're going to be doing a market analysis of some of the top cards in 151, and we're also going to be opening a bunch of packs. If you end up enjoying the video, please drop a like. It definitely helps out the channel. And if any of this type of content interests you, I highly recommend you subscribe. We do market analysis, pack openings, and I try to keep you up to date on some of the TCG news going on. And stick around for the full video because I am going to be doing a giveaway. And now let's get into the first card in our market update. But before we do, I want to know from you guys, have you been able to get any 151 products lately? Drop a comment down below if you have, and what pulls you got. I have gotten a good amount of booster bundles and Costco mini tin boxes. Still haven't gotten Blooming Waters, which annoys me to no end, but guess what? I paid MSRP for all the 151 products I've gotten recently. Yep, I didn't pay $60 or $70 for bundles, just the normal $28, and I paid $40 each for the mini tin boxes. And that's all thanks to today's sponsor, Sleeved. Sleeved is a dedicated Discord server that brings its members all of the in-stock notifications for Pokemon and other TCG products. Finding products actually in stores is almost impossible right now. So the only consistent way to get it is online. But you have to be fast because countless other people and bots are trying to get this stuff too. Sleeved helps you beat the scalpers, beat the bots, and get your cards for MSRP. The best part about Sleeved is it is entirely free. Yep, no subscription, just join the server and reap the rewards. I love Sleeved and I'm sure you will too. The link is in the description below. So to start, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the Snorlax that comes with the 151 Elite Trainer box. Currently, it's sitting at almost $8. It did hit a high of almost $14 recently, but as we've seen the singles prices slide a little bit recently, it's come back down to earth. There was a point in time where this could have been had for under $1. Pretty wild. I wish I bought like 100, 200 of these promos. I mean, I have probably like 10. The rise that this card has seen over the past couple months has just been insane, even after its current slide. Next, we have the Mewtwo from the UPC. Absolutely awesome artwork of Mewtwo looking over the Night City. This card is sitting at $17.50 currently. For quite some time, it was sitting under $2. Under $2 for this insanely awesome artwork. And it's just seen a fantastic rise over the past couple months. Even before the big boom, it was increasing a good amount in value as the UPCs became less and less common. I have about 4 or 5 of these cards myself, but I wish I was smart enough to pick up a bunch when they were sub $2. And I wish I was smart enough to save a couple of the UPCs that I did open at the time, but we live and we learn. Next is the Mew that came in the UPC. Incredible artwork. Love the color scheme going on here with the Mew. For quite some time, it was sitting at almost under $5, and now it's hanging out at around $29 almost. It deserves it. It is an awesome card, and the UPCs are not in print anymore and hard to find. And if you do find them, they're about $300 online, maybe more at this point. Next, we have the Mew Metal card that also came with the UPC. This card was sitting at roughly $3 for the longest time, and just like most Pokemon cards, it has seen a huge rise over the past few months, and it is around $10.50. Next, we have one of the big hitting cards of the set, and that is the Snorlax promo that we just took a look at, except it is the Pokemon Center stamped version. This card is hanging out around $190. We see sales of $230. That must have been a really great condition card. $186, $186, $190, and for a long time, this card was under $50. But people have really caught on to the fact that it is a cool card. It does have the promo stamp on it. It was always valuable, but man, it has shot up. Next, we have our first card in the main set, and that is the Machoke. I really like this card a lot. I love seeing cards where the Pokemon are doing job in the society and are interacting with, people living in the society. This card is hanging around $14-15. couple sales at 13, some at 17. For a while, it was sitting at sub $10 and has seen a nice, decent rise since around July. Cool card, one of the cooler illustration rares of the set. Next, we have the Dragonair, which is an illustration rare. This card is sitting at roughly $32. For a long time, it was sub 20 bucks, but has seen a steady rise over the past couple months as well. That's going to be a common trend here in this video. We see a couple sales at 39, almost 40 bucks, 34, 31. We have the Charmeleon illustration rare. The Squirtle line, the Charmander line, and the Bulbasaur line are all storyline cards where they tell a story as the Pokemon evolve. The Charmeleon is roughly at $43.50. We see some sales at 36, at 50. Over the past year, it has gone from a sub $25 card and seen a nice decent rise, and then it shot up, and now it is in the mid 40s. Next, we have the Pikachu illustration rare. I love this card. I actually pulled it a good amount when I was ripping open a lot of 151 packs. A lot of cool Pokemon in this card. We have a Growlithe, a Jigglypuff. I believe this is a Gengar, and yeah, it's Pikachu, so it's going to be a great card, right? It is hanging out at around $44.50. Over the past year, it's gone from a sub $20 card and over doubled in price. Awesome card and was an extreme value for a long time, in my opinion. Next, we have the Alakazam special illustration rare. Alakazam is a fan favorite. This is one of the better artworks I've seen for him. This card is hanging out at around $52. We see sales of 59, 59, 48, 45. Over a year ago, it was a sub $30 card. Had a nice, decent, steady kind of climb for a while, and then of course shot up recently and has come back down a little bit. It was hanging around 55.5. Awesome card. Sadly, I have yet to pull this card in all the 151 packs that I've opened. Next, we have the Bulbasaur illustration rare. Again, it's part of the storyline with Ivysaur and Venusaur. This card is valued at around $53 with sales at 60, 52, 48, 49. A year ago, this card was sitting at sub $25 and has had an actually nice steady climb over the past few months. Less sharp as some of the other cards, but very consistent, and it is now all the way up to almost $53. We have the Squirtle illustration rare, which is valued at $54.75. Over the past year, it has gone from a sub $30 card and has had, like the Bulbasaur, a nice steady rise over this past couple months. Awesome card. Again, storyline card. It goes super well with the War Turtle and the Blastoise from this set. Next, we have the Charmander illustration rare. This card is valued at around $56.50. Over a year ago, it was a sub $30 card at some points and had a nice steady rise as well. We see sales of 57, 55, 58. Someone snagged one for 48. Pretty nice. Next, we have the Zapdos special illustration rare. I pulled this card myself. I actually went and got it graded. Unfortunately, it came back a 9 and not a 10. But who knows? I might end up cracking it open and sending it in because it's pretty good quality. Could have gotten a 10. But anyway, this card is sitting at around $60. Over the past year, it has climbed from a $30 to $40 card all the way up to, again, the $60 range. It hit a peak at around 70, has come back down to earth a little bit, but every time it kind of comes down, it bounces back up. So we'll see what happens after this latest kind of dip. We see sales of 65, 59. Someone snagged one for 47. That's a good buy there. Next, we have the Venusaur, the final stage of the Bulbasaur storyline. I have yet to pull this card, and it's unfortunate because I really like the Venusaur. Yeah, this card's sitting at around $78. We have some wild movement going on here, but earlier this year it was a $38 to like $45 card, and we had a huge spike in the course of a week. That kind of looks buyouty to me because it goes from 67 items sold in the 40 to 50 items sold range, and then just over a couple days it has 118 items sold. These people were pretty smart to buy it at like 48, 49, whatever. And we've seen a little bit of a fall off here at around $10 or so. But yeah, we have sales of like 78, 80, 89. So it might kind of hold around this range for a little bit. Next up, we have the Blastoise. I have pulled this card like 4 times. I don't know how it keeps happening. I've pulled the Blastoise like 4 times. I've yet to pull the Venusaur and yet to pull a Charizard. But I mean, how can you be upset about a special illustration Blastoise, especially one that looks as sick as this one? So yeah, at the moment it's hanging around 82 and change. Over a year ago, we had prices of around $40 to $50. We had a huge spike here of 147 items sold in the same time frame as the Venusaur special illustration rare. So I don't know, seems a little funky to me. I can't really fault people for trying to go in and buy these 2 cards at, you know, this range. And then it dipped immediately after, similar to the Venusaur, but it hasn't had a nice decent climb afterwards, and it had a peak at around 90 and has come down to around 82. We see some sales of 87, 89, 86. So yeah, Blastoise special illustration rare, awesome card. Glad I have like 4 of them, but wish I could have pulled the Charizard. We all knew it was coming. We all knew this would be the #1 card, and deservedly so. Am I going to sit here and say it's my favorite Charizard ever? No, but it's one of them. I love the background and the art that goes with him. Yes, we can kind of like laugh at Charizard's like stumpy neck, little head, but I think it's awesome, and it goes super well with the Charmeleon and the Charmander. The card is valued at around $270 at the moment. Over its lifetime, it had been around $100 to $120 card for a good while, and then wow, look at that, in the same time frame it also had a huge spike and had 113 items sold. Interesting. Same exact week as the Venusaur and Blastoise, but like I said, you know, can't really fault them for it because the card deserves it, and it paid off big time after the huge spike that we've seen. Has come back down a little bit to about $270, so $20 off there. But yeah, it's still the absolute king of the set. Charizard's arguably the king of all of Pokemon, and it probably deserves the price tag. Hopefully I can get my hand on one eventually. So yeah, that was some of the biggest cards, some of my favorite cards from this set. Let's see if we can pull any of them in our opening, and I'll see you guys on the desk cam. All right, guys, we just did a market update on Scarlet and Violet 151. In honor of that, we are going to open a bunch of packs. Today, I was able to secure myself 2 of the Costco 151 mini tin box. I'm going to keep one sealed to add to my collection, and then I'm going to open this one today in the video. I have yet to pull a Charizard from the set, or a Venusaur, or an Alakazam, I believe. So I'd really love to pull one of those 3. Let's see if we can make it happen. I'm going to open this box and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I was able to open the box, and inside we have what you see here. We have 4 promo cards featuring Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and Pikachu. I guess they're not promo cards, they're just the standard reverse cards, but they are pretty sweet. And for today's giveaway, I'm actually going to be giving away the 4 reverse cards. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I'll reach out after a little while to one of the comments and let you know that you won. Now, let's get this box fully opened. And for the tins, we have an Electabuzz, a Scyther, a Magneton, and the 2 probably most valuable of the mini tins is the Dragonite and the Gengar. Open all these tins up and let's start ripping some packs. All right, guys, first pack of 151. Haven't opened this set in a while because it's just been too hard to find, too expensive. Here's the code card. You have a Geodude, Jigglypuff, Staryu, Charmander, Hitmonlee, Wartortle, Hypno, Geodude, Kabuto, and a Wigglytuff EX. I don't know how many of these freaking things I have. I must have like 8 or 9 at this point. All right, next pack. Incredible to pull a God pack, but I'm just hoping for at least an IR. One SAR would be cool. We have a Vulpix, Magnemite, Rapidash, Nidorina, Raticate, Dugong, Slowbro, Ditto. Ooh, nice little Hollow Energy. Kind of forgot these were in this set. All right, third pack here. Card. Psyduck, Ekans, Cubone, Snorlax, Sandslash, Nidorino, Nidoqueen, Execute, Mime. Not great so far. Number 4. Card. Tongue, Venonat, Pidgey, Metapod, Rigid Band, Nidorino, Executor, Reverse Charmander. Pretty nice. Nidorino, or Nidorina, Champ. Pack 5. Guard. Magmar. Elder. Bellsprout. Horsey. Venomoth. Rapidash. Nidorina. Reverse Dugtrio. Reverse Beedrill. Dugtrio. Hollow Metal Energy. Are our best hits of these 10 packs going to be the Hollow Energy cards? All right, pack number 6. Card. Rhyhorn. Magikarp. Oddish. Mankey. Daisy's Help. Venomoth. Rapidash. Reverse Eevee. Giovanni's Charisma. That's a hit, boys. We did it. Oh, and a Blastoise full art. Let's go. A double hitter. Huge pulls. Damn, I don't think I have Giovanni's Charisma either. All right. We got a awesome double hit pack. So I'm essentially happy that I opened this now, other than just the fact that it's always fun ripping packs. Code card. Got a Tangela, Rhyhorn, Coughing, Psyduck, Dragonair, Seadra, Kabuto, Reverse Dugtrio, Reverse Vaporeon, and a Moltres and a Hollow Energy. Got a Charmander, Spearow, Bellsprout, Magikarp, Persian, Muck, Daisy's Help, Reverse Eevee, Reverse Helix Fossil, Aerodactyl. Right, these 2 packs came from the Gengar tin. This pack feels super weird. Code card. Sometimes the packs get, I don't know, messed up to a degree in those mini tins because they're just like packed in there super tight. We got a Caterpie, an Eevee, Grimer, Weedle, Executor, Graveler, Rigid Band, Reverse Ponyta, Reverse Seal, Dodrio, Hollow Metal Energy. All right, last pack. Do we have some last pack magic?
Probably not.
Or no? Gotta believe in the cards. Bellsprout, Magikarp, Oddish, Mankey, Dugtrio, Gloom, Lefable, Reverse Rapidash. Do we have an illustration rare or special illustration rare? Yes, we do. Another Giovanni's Charisma. What, dude? That's so strange. And a Flareon. I don't think I've ever pulled a Giovanni's Charisma in all the 151 that I've opened, and we pulled 2, which it might be good timing. The Rockets are releasing. All right, so our hits today: Metal Energy, Psychic Energy, Wigglytuff EX, Giovanni's Charisma, and the Blastoise full art. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me open these packs. Thanks for sticking around for the entire video. If you enjoyed this content, I highly recommend that you like the video. It really helps me out. And if you can, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel as well. We do market analysis, pack openings, and we try to update you on the latest news in the Pokemon TCG. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.